Thank you, Mr. President, my fellow senators, people of the state of Georgia. I am Senator Zahra Karinshak, and I have the great honor of being a freshman senator here, and I come to speak to you today with a heavy heart. I have the honor of representing District 48, which is Gwinnett and North Fulton counties. It is one of the most diverse districts in the country and faces some of the most serious issues that this body addresses. I come to you today as many things. I am a veteran, an Air Force veteran, as you've probably seen from my pen this morning. I am a former federal prosecutor who prosecuted sex trafficking and human trafficking and have helped with the victims that this body has started work with, specifically with a senator from the 45th who's been in the trenches for many, many years, and I watched her as a federal prosecutor. I am a lawyer. I am a wife. I am a mother of 2 teenage daughters. And today I'm standing here as a woman, and we represent over 50% of the population of this state and a majority of the voters of this state. I am speaking on something that my constituents have reached out to me about, and that is the Senate rules. There are 2 parts of those rules that are problematic: the sexual harassment and the freedom of speech. I start with sexual harassment. Senate Resolution 4 reduces the window for reporting sexual harassment to 2 years. Moreover, a little twist to that is that you cannot file a complaint against someone, a senator or an officer of the Senate who is a candidate for elected office, after such person is qualified for office, until there's the election and it's certified. So the 2 years is limited even further if someone's running for office. If there were a sexual harassment complaint, wouldn't you want to know, if someone's running for governor, that something's been going on? That's called being held accountable, folks. And that's what we're here to do, be held accountable. Let me say something else about the 2 years. I stand here as a survivor. I have served in the military where I was outnumbered by men. I was in the 9th class of women to graduate from the Air Force Academy. I do not know a woman in my entire life who has not been sexually harassed. Not one. 2 years. Let me put this into perspective, since we've all just been recently re-elected. Excuse me, many of you re-elected, me elected for the first time. People have said, man, we're always running for office. We're just always running for office because it's 2 years. 2 years. It's too soon. Well, if it's not enough time for us to recover from an election, think about if you are sexually harassed. It's one of the most traumatic events of your life. And you're supposed to bring that to a stranger or a supervisor or a senator or someone in this body. I submit to you that sometimes that is not possible. There are women who sit with it still in their heart, and I hope they will have the courage to come forward when it is time to do so. And if someone is running for governor or president or whatever they're running for, I hope that I will be able to stand with them to bring it forward. Now, freedom of speech, I'll try to wrap this up. We talked about freedom of speech, and the Senate environs, and the rule precludes placards, displays, banners, and signs in the areas that have been enumerated, which include the gallery, outside the gallery, and many other places. President Pro Tem did mention some places, but they're not in the rules, so it could go beyond this building. I submit to you the environs are not defined, and they are constitutionally vague. But I'm wearing this pin today. No one has found this offensive. This is an Air Force pin. What if this were a Black Lives Matter pin? What if this were a Make America Great Again pin? What if this were a pin about choice? Would I have been held in contempt? Let me bring to your attention, we took an oath to support and defend the Constitution. The First Amendment says we shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for the redress of their grievances. And we have to do that. Senate Resolution 4 violates this provision. This is the people's house, and the people should be heard, and you are here to be held accountable to those people. What are we afraid of? In closing, last session, this assembly passed legislation, Senate Bill 339, aimed at ensuring the institutions of higher education do not, and I quote, shield students, staff, or individuals on campus from speech protected by the First Amendment, including ideas and opinions which such students, staff, or individuals on campus find unwelcoming, disagreeable, or even offensive. I would challenge the members of this body to remember, if the leaders of tomorrow have to meet those standards, then we absolutely have to meet them today. We are the role models. We are better than this, and I believe we are better than this. And I hope you will join me in showing that we are, and I appreciate being able to speak with you today, and I'm happy to speak to you outside of the well. Thank you so much. I yield.